This is Jason Verney's podcast. I am Jason Verney. Did you know that I also produce and host a Thailand-related podcast? Well, yes, I do. That's correct. In addition to the not-so-Korean podcast that I produce and host, I also run a Thailand/Chiang-mai related podcast. I also run the micro-budget Filmmakers podcast, and I also run one that's F.L.I.C.K.S, F.L.I.C.K.S. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because I actually launched this Thailand YouTube channel, separate to the one that this is going out on. You can find that channel under the handle or the account name of I Landed in Thailand. I'm going to put something on the screen for those that are watching this as a video. So it's I Landed in Thailand. So it's I landed like an island. I landed in Thailand. But it's also known as ChiangMai Chatter. Now that's because the majority of the videos on there, so far, there's about 25 videos. Most of those are audio episodes, and most of those relate to Chiang Mai. So that fourth podcast series I run is technically, it's currently known as ChiangMai Chatter. And rather than people stumble across that channel, which I just deliberately didn't promote because I didn't want to get people confused with, I didn't want them to be confused with my Korean related side, my filmmaking side, and also my kind of life podcast that I do. So I kept it separate. I didn't really promote it that much. But also at the same time, saying that the audio versions of those podcasts of ChiangMai Chatter have been getting quite a lot of plays or downloads on, the various platforms out there like Spotify, iTunes or Apple Music, and various streaming platforms that podcasts go up onto. And I thought also the Jason Verney YouTube channel, I more and more I'm putting stuff not just relating to Korea. I'm putting stuff that I've filmed, talks I've done. They might have been in Thailand, but there are definitely one or two on my channel where I did a Q&A due to a film I had out. That was in Bangkok. I've also done videos on Vietnam and a little vlogs just for fun. But the more and more people that I meet, especially over this part of the world, I'm based in Thailand, but I do go over to Korea a lot. And my specialist subject, if you like, is Korea. And that's South Korea and quite a bit about North Korea. And I wanted to really put this brief podcast out with a sample episode or one that's going to come so that when these videos, you might be listening to this in an audio format separate to YouTube, but when these videos come out, it's not going to be a shock to why suddenly Jason, putting out these ChiangMai Chatter podcasts. And another reason for that is it's also that I'm going to put, I think there's been about, no more than 15 of the audio podcasts called ChiangMai Chatter, including an interview, just like we're going to have another interview as well. So there's more interviews to come. But just like the South Korea, the Not-So-Korean podcast, those 50 episodes of that Not-So-Korean podcast, many of those episodes are interviews in video format a lot of the time as well. But I thought I'm going to put these, as well as keep that Thailand-related YouTube channel, I'm still going to do that. But I thought let's put a version of those podcast episodes into my main channel because I feel like there's people that I meet, as I was going to say just now, in various parts of this part of the world, in Chiang Mai, who are Korean or Koreans that are interested in Thailand, and Thais that I know go over to Korea. And I thought let's mix this up onto my channel. I'm going to put these episodes out on this channel as well, on the Jason Verney YouTube channel. Also, you might see a spate of these come up. So instead of there being one, then a break, there might be 3 episodes, then another 3, then another 3 or something to get up to date with those ChiangMai Chatter episodes. So that's what I thought I would do. I'm going to keep the other channel, I Landed in Thailand, which is also known as ChiangMai Chatter and Thailand Chat. I'm going to keep that running, but I thought I would condense them, merge them into this channel as well. So just to clarify, before I sort of lead you into the sample episode, kind of about the burning season, the smoky season that exists in Chiang Mai most years, if not every year, it's at some stage, even if it's a month or two. Yeah, so there's 4 that I host. I produce these. I have guests. There's the Not So Korean podcast, which we've now reached more than 50 episodes. We've done 2 series. We've got the ChiangMai Chatter one that I just mentioned, so around about 15 episodes as I record this, of course. The MBF / micro budget filmmakers podcast, which has got about 6 or 7 episodes, depending when this is put out and when the next one of those is put out. And also my F.L.I.C.K.S series, which is something which is longer term than any of these podcasts. I started that as a kind of film review, life chatter, music, filmmaking podcast. It's just reaching its 100th episode. And that was really just for fun. So the sort of more serious ones that originally, I mean, that F.L.I.C.K.S one now, I still put film reviews out and I talk about random various things regarding those letters, F.L.I.C.K.S, all those letters relating to something. I've also got the filmmaking one. As I say, there's, let's say, at least 6 episodes of that, the MBF one. And each of those has a guest, either producer, someone who's worked in animation, perhaps a filmmaker, a video artist, various different things. And there's more of those episodes to come. So that's 4 of these podcasts. Of course, I don't record. I wouldn't be able to keep up with myself if I recorded them all at the same time, all in the same place. But I do try to keep them all running, and they're all very different. But they might overlap at times, where something relating to Thailand will be relating to Korea, or filmmaking relating to Chiang Mai, and Korea definitely relating to filmmaking. So there are various things that are going to perhaps cross over. If you think of it like a comic, I don't know if you're a comic book person, but where there'd be crossovers, like those kind of things, where I would call it a crossover episode, they might happen as well. So I'm going to leave it at that and let you listen to a little snippet of a forthcoming episode, which will appear on this channel as well as that Thailand related channel, probably once I've uploaded the other, 10, 13, 15 episodes on this channel that I've recorded so far. And some of those, and many of those, well, let's say at least half of those are me walking around certain parts of Chiang Mai, talking about it and talking about living in Chiang Mai, talking about certain areas and certain venues and what have you. So I hope you enjoy the Thai related podcasts as much as you do the Korean ones and the filmmaking ones. Of course, videos will also appear on this channel relating to all kinds of stuff. That's it. I'll pass you over to that little snippet. Thanks for listening and watching, if you're watching it on Jason Verney YouTube channel. Okay, see ya. So I knew that this season was going to be coming. Sometimes it comes in February, March, but let's be honest, it comes earlier than that, perhaps January, perhaps the end of December, but it gets worse throughout March and April. It's normally gone by the time May's got underway. I actually missed about 4 months this year because I was out of the country, and apparently it wasn't that bad this year. Now, when I say this year, I'm talking 2025. That's where we're recording this. But of course, it gets confusing because the season, you could say that was last year because it was last season, but we're just beginning the next season, the 25-26 season, I would call it. So I missed it then, but I came back to Chiang Mai in December, and it was, I can't really remember now, but it was not that great, but it wasn't that bad. I don't remember it being that bad. And I'm not going to say it's that bad right now. But about a week ago, I started to notice, and bearing in mind, I've got a mountain view room. So the first thing I see when I look out the window is the mountain, hence mountain view. That is one of the best indicators of how hazy, cloudy, smoky, burny the air is. Now, some people say, well, like somebody I spoke to today, and bear in mind, as I say, it's the 1st of December, was saying that he was up in the mountains, I think, on his motorbike with his son, and he said, I thought it was just the fog. So, again, because I do notice the smell, also I'm a bit sensitive, and I do have other ailments that I have to be careful of. About 3 or 4 days ago, maybe 5 or so, the skies were blue. And I mean really blue, like almost the blue that I get in England, those skies, and with pure white clouds, and it was lovely. And then a couple of days ago, it's a blue, but it's a murky blue, and you get used to this, and you kind of, first of all, if you don't know Chiang Mai and you come here and the sky's a bit murky blue, you just think, okay, that's how the sky is. But until you see it contrasted with something like the mountain, then you realize, oh yes, well, that's not normal. And again, I don't want to say too much bad stuff about Chiang Mai, because this is not a Chiang Mai problem. Sure, the farmers perhaps in the Chiang Mai area might contribute to this. You know, this is a northern Thailand, and it's not just Thailand, it's the surrounding countries that cause this issue. They burn their crops, and you know, I guess they've got to have a living. Now they have supposedly cracked down on it, and last year perhaps, or the most recent season before this one came, as I say, earlier 2025, perhaps the very end of 2024, you know, it did do something, and I think people said it wasn't that bad. But something else, the same person I spoke to today in the cafe, in the wonderful Magic Brew Cafe here in Chiang Mai, in the Santitam area, that is, he said that, well, that's probably because we had all this heavy rain recently. We had it for quite a while, that perhaps now there's an extended period of time, you know, at the end of November, start of December, where it's going to be dry. There's not going to be rain for a while. Now, I want rain to reset this burning air. But I'm quite surprised that it's come this early. People do say it comes in November. But as I say, and I was just getting settled. Well, I didn't say, but I'm just getting settled here. I've been to Korea. I had a film in a festival in Korea, went to Hanoi and sorted out some visa things. And finally, I'm in Thailand, and I don't have to move for half a year or so. I might have to go back to England for certain reasons before that. But I was just getting settled. Then, of course, a few days ago, it hit me, and I thought, oh, maybe it's coming early this year, because I was hoping that it wouldn't show itself until, you know, January. And I booked. This is Jason Verney's podcast in conjunction with my film-related website, and that is called miniminimovie.com. And also, most of these episodes appear on my YouTube channel, either as an audio or visual episode, and that is youtube.com/Jason Verney.